What's going on? Why isn't it working? Here, this isn't working. Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone can hear me because it says I'm streaming on Restream. It says I have 2 viewers in here, but I can't tell. If you can hear this, just drop a comment in the chat if you can see this, because I can't see it on my end on the stream on YouTube. Let's see what's going on here. Yo, what's good, guys? All right, sweet. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I can actually hear you guys, or I can actually see everything on here. Okay, beauty. We're just gonna forget YouTube for a bit. What's up, everyone? I'm gonna say hi to everyone here real quick. Jen Hex, Craig, glad you made it. I know you tried to make the last one, did. Anthony, welcome. Jen Hex, yeah. Tizino Batata, welcome, guys. We're gonna have a good one today. How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day's been? Let me just open up some stuff here. I'm gonna do some screen sharing. Let's do the whole damn thing. All right. All right. It's weird that it doesn't want to load, but it's so bizarre. It's so strange. Yeah, okay, sweet. Mike, oh, sweet. Amish Muscle, PulseX burns it. Dude, it's nuts. First of all, welcome to the stream. Second of all, it's absolutely insane. If you guys have been following, Richard Hart on Twitter, let's go to his and I'll show you. If you haven't seen how much PulseX has burned in the past few days here, it's crazy. Let's go down. 2.2 billion PulseX has been burned in 2 days, and we're on the 27th, so it's Tuesday. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see another 2.2 billion already burst. So it's like 4.4 billion as a rough estimate. Oh, is Whale still live streaming? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that's fair. I hate to like overlap on people's streams. I should be better at timing this. I didn't realize he was doing that. So my bad, guys. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go to, whoa, my God. All right, holy crap, that was crazy. All right, let me just say hi to a couple people that are coming in here. Yeah, we got Michael McMurray. Thanks for coming. Nick, good morning. Good evening to you. It is so crazy. It's nuts. So, hey, guys, for everyone who's in the chat right now, I know Wales only is streaming right now, so we'll probably have a bunch of people coming in here if they are going to come in a little bit here. So, drop in the comments here what you guys want to know, because it's a free-for-all for the stream today, and I want to just answer your questions if you have any, and just, yeah, hang out, learn some stuff. Maybe if I don't have an answer, we'll look up some stuff and learn some stuff together. We can go over the test net. We could go over, apparently, there's a new delegating for the, what is it called? For Pulsechain itself. There's a delegating interface, so you could actually check out how to delegate, and it has a new interface and everything. So apparently that looks really good. Not to mention the AMM bot will buy and end up burning that 2.5%. Yeah, that's true. Wait, which AMM are you talking about here? Buy and burn? Yeah. You're talking about for PulseX? Because just what do you mean by that, Anthony? That's not what I meant. It's so weird how this isn't streaming. It's so strange. Don't understand. Anyways, all right. Well, we got a couple more viewers. We got 10 viewers here. Thanks, guys. Hey, if you're in here, please smash the like button. I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but I can't see it on here, so it's, yeah, I just can't access it for some reason. It's being weird. So yeah, welcome, guys, if everyone's in here. Roof Dog, what up? How's your day been? When an AMM bot comes in, it buys 2.5%. 100%. Right. Yeah. Okay. You're talking about the fixer bot for the liquidity pools. Right. Yeah. Is it 2.5? Maybe it's a little bit higher. I thought it was going to be between 1 and 2%, but 2.5%. So that's roughly about the same thing. So that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Cool. Okay. Sweet. We got 12 people in here. Okay, guys. For those of you who are in the chat, actually, can I actually highlight? I think I can. So you know what we're going to do? I can just, does this actually work? Sweet, we can finally do it. I was struggling to figure this out the last time, so this is great. Cool. Okay, let's go over some stuff here. So guys, you have any questions in the chat? You guys, anything you want to know about, anything you want to talk about, anything you want to discuss? Let's go over it. PulseX, Pulsechain, HEX, anything. Roger Moses, welcome. Welcome to the stream. How do I get it so that way it doesn't show oh man. I have so much learning to do, guys, when it comes to this. So if I'm just kind of back and forth between chat and everything, it's because I'm still trying to figure it out. So I appreciate your patience. Okay, let's go over. So I was checking out what the pools are doing, and I'm still trying to figure out the APR here is 43.7%, and if you go into the farms, and if you stake on a high pool like this, you don't get anything like the return. So I'm curious to see what the mainnet APR is going to be like. Let's see, PulseX. Okay, let's go here. PulseX is top tier. I wish I could do this without having. Oh, I know how I can do it. Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm gonna fix this real quick here. We're gonna go stop sharing screen. Big face. Let's go window. This is what we're going to share. Sweet. Okay, there we go. I'm figuring it out. Here we go. PulseX is top tier. I could not agree more. The more I learn about it, the more I'm just like beyond stoked for PulseX. Pulsechain is really cool, but PulseX, I'm going to be working on something soon here to try and have like a projection of how they're going to compete price-wise based on their the buy and burns. But we'll see. We'll see. It's going to be tough to make that. What's your launch date prediction? I believe very easily the next 2 to 5 weeks. Well, for those of you who watched the Richard Hart stream today, he was saying he thinks that ETH 2.0 or Pulsechain will beat ETH 2.0 out to the market, and ETH 2.0 is supposed to launch around summertime. I think it was June or July. I thought I saw it, and so if they're beating them to that, I mean, we could be all the way till about summer, but we'll see. It really depends. 2 to 5 weeks, I mean, that might be a little ambitious, just because like he was saying in the stream today, you don't know what you don't know, and they're pretty much done everything, but you never know what exactly they have to fix. Something might come up in the next little while that might need some actual work, or who knows, right? So like he's been saying, software, you can't predict software. So I don't think it's showing my comments. No, I saw you there, Craig. I saw you in the beginning. I'm glad you caught this one. Welcome to the show, buddy. Sweet. So weird, type 3 times. Maybe it won't show because it's maybe, I don't know. It's not showing in Restream, that's for sure. Like it shows everything in Restream, I think. Interesting. All right. Let us go to, I'm gonna find that, we're gonna look up for that new staking, what is it? There's a, I'm gonna go to Richard Hart's thing real quick. You're probably not gonna see this on my screen, so sorry in advance, but what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to Richard's Twitter page, and I'm going to find his links, and we're gonna go check out the new interface for Pulsechain, because apparently they had a new interface up, and it's right, where is it? Block Explorer? No, it's not that. Sorry guys. Where's the bridge? No, it's Pulse RAM. Actually, okay, here's a question for you guys. Who here has done the actual bridge? Have you guys checked out the bridge yet? How comfortable are you guys with doing that? Because that's a pretty important thing. And for Pulsechain, I think when the launch happens, if you haven't played with all of the possible, basically anything, if you haven't touched anything that you're going to be utilizing at launch, you're potentially you're not going to, but you're more likely to make an error. So by getting your hands on the bridge, by testing out the farms, by testing out the pools, trading a bunch, even going to, once I find it here, the Pulsechain, what's it called? The validator website. I haven't been able to find that though. So let's go here. So Pulsechain, going to be validator or delegation. I think it's delegation, right? Here it is. Oh, there we go. I think you guys can see this. Well, we got 22 people in here now. Awesome, guys. If you haven't already, please smash that like button. Get this out to more people so we can talk PulseX, Pulsechain, and HEX. You don't have any stakes yet. I know. Let's change the wallet here. Let's go to switch accounts. Go to connect. Yep. Cool. All right. Let's see what's going on here. In rotation. It's looking pretty good. Very clean. What do you guys think? You like this better, or did you like the old one better? What are your guys' thoughts in the comments? What do you think? Pulsechain or PulseX? What's your favorite? I know PulseX gains. I know what you're gonna say. Probably Pulsechain. Let's see here. Let's click on some comments. PulseX staking has a countdown of like 2 weeks left on testnet. Do you think that means anything? I mean, I don't want to look into it too much. It could be just a test of the timer. It could be, I don't know. I'd watch it, but I wouldn't count on it being something that's going to be like giving away the what's it called, the launch date or something like that. Just keep your eyes on it. And like what I would recommend doing is when that timer is ticking down here in the pool, and I'll go so you guys can see it, because if you haven't seen it already, in the pools here on the PulseX testnet, you can go here, you can stake in this pool, and you can go and earn this PRT, which will be a third-party reward token. There's probably gonna be a bunch of pools. And if you saw my 3 ways PulseX could 10,000 extra money, we talked about the staking limit here and how you could evade that. But what we didn't talk about was this timer. And the timer is interesting because, I mean, we'll see. Maybe there is something more significant to that, but I'm gonna keep it at just watch and see. You know, pay attention to it, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Expect 2 more months. All right. Craig says, I was saying there's a site you can check, shows who's streaming and when. Sorry if I'm... No, man, you're good. No worries about spamming. I don't know about these things. So if you have that site, actually, I don't know even where to look for that. If you have it, you can drop it in here. It'd be sweet. PulseX, #1 crypto. Yeah, I think #1 crypto is a tough one to say because, I mean, Hex is the sleeping giant right now. It's just kind of chilling and not doing a whole lot, but it will, I believe, anyways. And PulseX going to go kind of. If I were to say what it's going to do, I think PulseX is going to go bananas first, and then I think the other two are going to catch up, and then from there, who knows? It just depends on what people like more. I mean, I don't really know how much the burn's going to affect the price. If it'll make it go like even more bonkers, or if it's going to be kind of a subtle increase in price with the burn, with the buy being the big input. So we'll see. I'm excited for PulseX though. I really do like it. Ready to process transactions every second forever. Oh yes. Oh yes. Sweet. Okay. So we got 28 people in here, guys. Maybe switch from top chat to live chat to see. Switch from top chat to live chat. Oh, is that what it is? Because interesting. Oh, I think my YouTube's just messed up here. Hold on, let me just, I'm sorry if you guys don't see this. Let's go back. Let's go back here. And that's bizarre. Interesting. Okay, yeah. I can see it on my YouTube, but I don't see it in the space that's supposed to be. So sorry guys, I'll be back just 1 second. I want to just make sure I'm not missing comments here so I can catch up with you guys. Let's go into content. Oh, hold on, let's go dashboard, back up to live, and no, it's not made for kids. Oh, there we go. Sweet. Okay. Nice. Okay. Maybe switch from top chat to live chat. Yeah. Okay. We're back. Awesome. Okay. What's up, Philip? How you doing? I think I'm going to stick to the restream chat for now. Okay. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. Sweet. Okay, guys. So what is it that we want? You want to learn about Hex? You want to learn about Hedron, Pulse? What do you want to talk about first here? Someone drop something in the comments here. We can go through it and then we can just kind of run with that. Like the videos. Thanks for the contact, bro. Hey, no problem. EO2 Davis. I appreciate you coming in here. And guys, please smash the like button. Really appreciate it. All right. So let's talk about what do you guys want to know? Because I got a couple things we could talk about, but I want to just see here what you guys are saying. I know there's probably a little bit of lag here in the stream, so I'll have to just kind of wait for you guys. Let's make sure this is all going good. How to stake PLSX. Okay, awesome, easy. So first things first, I'm going to drop this. If you want, you can follow along with me. Oh man, I don't know how to that comment. 1 sec here, hold on, I gotta pause. I need a rewind sound effect. Appreciate that, Craig. Did my first live last night and gave you a shout out, man. You're killing it. Hey, I appreciate that, but congrats on your first stream. I hope it went really well. I didn't catch it, didn't realize you're doing that, but that's amazing. I'm glad you're streaming. One of these days I'm gonna stop by and check it out too. And we're gonna check out SRM. Also, welcome to the stream, SRM. I think you were here last stream too, so welcome back. So how to stake Pulse, we're gonna go through that. So guys, I'm gonna drop in the chat, if you wanna check out, this is where you go to the testnet, and you can follow along with me here. Let me just catch up on the last couple of comments. So when the pools come out, are we gonna be able to cherry pick what incentive tokens we get? So yes, but the incentive token is different than, I think I know you mean the incentive tokens, like the different tokens in the pools. But just to clarify for everyone else listening, the incentive token is for farming. So in PulseX, if you're in the farms here and you have like the PLSX Pulse, you have USDC and PLS and PRT and PLS. Also, just to hold up here and reiterate what PRT is, this is going to be a third-party token, which I believe will be voted on in the DAO, which is the DAO, which is the Decentralized Autonomous Organization within PulseX, that will vote and determine which coins in these pools, which are here, there's going to be more than one. And if you own PulseX, you will be able to vote on which tokens you get to earn for. And I don't know exactly how it's going to be chosen. I think the people that are, or the token, the tokens themselves and the developers are going to be able to choose how long, or I'm not exactly sure. I haven't found information on that yet. So when I do, I will let you guys know. But let's go to the staking. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect this wallet here real quick. So if everyone's following that link, let's go back here. Roger, I'll get to your question in a minute. We're just going to talk about PulseX for a second here. So in the pools, so again, I'm going to highlight this comment. So guys, go to this link here, and it's going to bring you to where I am right now, and you're going to probably land on this page. Okay, so when you land here, if this is your first time seeing this, this is what the exchange is going to look like. And you have your swap sections here. You have all of the tokens that are currently loaded in, and you can switch around to different tokens to this exchange, of course, the usual stuff, right? So then if we want to go to these pools, earn, we're going to have to go here, down to pools, and then the only pool that's up at the moment is this bad boy, to earn PRT. And again, that's a third-party reward token. It's not an actual token. It's just a placeholder token. So everything we're seeing in here as well, so the APR and the amount you earn per day is all going to be different when Pulsechain goes live. This is all just probably pumped up just for the testnet to, excite people, obviously, and get people wanting to participate in this. What is interesting that I am noticing is that the APR has fluctuated a ton, and I'm not exactly sure why, because the total amount of PLSX staked has been within 8 billion PulseX, and right now it fluctuated to 105 billion PulseX yesterday, and it was about 20 percentage points higher than where the APR is right now. So it's really interesting to note. I'm not really exactly sure what creates the APR to fluctuate as much as it does, and that's one of the things that I really want to learn soon here. So I'll try and make sure I figure that out and get that information to you guys as soon as possible. But so now that we're here, we understand what's going on. We can just click anywhere in here pretty much, and we get to this screen. So this one in particular has a 12-day, 21-hour, 36-minute time clock left on it. And that means that when this ends, the pool will end, and it will go to this finished portion here. And when this is locked in and it's done, you click on the finish, it'll be here, and you can harvest all of your tokens. So you can collect the tokens that you've been awarded, and you can take out your PulseX as well. Now, one note on the, let's connect the wallet real quick here. Also, I might have to sneeze, so apologies if I have to make a loud noise all of a sudden. One of the things that's really interesting about the potential here, and if you've seen my video on the 3 ways PulseX could 10,000x your money, we talked about this stake here, the stake limit. This is not 100% certain. It's probably more unlikely that this is the case permanently. However, it's important to have a strategy in case there are certain pools that keep things actually locked in at this 10 or higher. It might be higher, maybe it's lower, we don't know, but it's good to have a strategy if this is the normal where there are limits. It's good to know exactly what you're going to do. And the way you can do that is if your MetaMask here is in your top right, and you've got your tester or you got your regular wallet out, you could go here and you can add. You can just click create an account, and you can add another wallet, and then you can send from one wallet to the other one. And because fees are so cheap, it's like 0.0001 through 8, depending on how busy the network is. It's like 1/10,000th of a 10,000th of a penny. Well, Pulse is a little bit higher than that at the moment. I think Pulse is, what is Pulse's price on testnet? Just out of curiosity. So you get, it's like 2 to 1 right now, almost 2 and a bit to 1. Interesting. Okay, so it's a little, it's less than 1/10,000th of a 10,000, but still, it's ridiculously cheap, right? So back to the pools. All right, so let me just check back with chat, make sure everything's good. Oh man, that sucks, dude. I definitely feel, yeah. The first stream was not pretty for me either, so it's not fun. Restream, if you're looking to stream, Restream's great. It's free. You can upgrade. I haven't. I probably will eventually or soon here, but it's pretty good. It's free. That's where I get the background music. I got the background. It's pretty damn easy to use. So I would recommend checking this out. It's just studio.restream.io. I'll just type in the chat here. Actually, yeah, studio.restream.io. Check that guy out for your next stream there, Craig. Thanks, bro. Hey, no problem, Davis. Great content. Keep it coming. Thanks, Pulsechain Trainer. I watched your video today. It's a great video. I love it. I'm going to, after this stream, actually, you know what, guys? If you haven't seen it already, if you've been looking for something to get your blood pumping, you know, you want to get prepared for all these gains that you're going to get in life, you want to get a little more healthy, I'm going to drop the link to a video that you guys should watch. Pulsechain Trainer is awesome. Love where your head's at, man. It's great. And your videos are on point. Your message is great. Pulsechain Trainer. All right, here. All right, so anyone looking to get a little more in shape, this is the video you want to go to right here. It's a little 5555 hexagon action. It's a 555-369 challenge. Definitely check it out if you're looking to get back in shape. Pulsechain Trainer's your man. Thanks for the comment, Pulsechain Trainer. Glad to see you in here. Thanks for checking it out. And guys, if you haven't already, please smash the like button. And if you're really enjoying it, it'd be great if you subscribe. I really appreciate that. I can't swap the PRT for, oh, you can't. So, okay, let's check this out. Let's go back to PulseX for a quick second here, just so everyone can see what I'm doing. So once you are harvesting in the pools and you've got a bunch of PRT kicking around, all you gotta do is click. So there's 2 ways to do it, right? Now, the first way, if you just want to harvest your PRT and you don't want to add any more PLSX, just click this harvest button here. But if you're planning on if you're planning on moving this and adding more, you could basically, or if you're looking to take out the PulseX and end it, you would press this minus button here, and you just confirm this, put it at the max, which is 10 million, and you confirm it. And let me pay this gas fee real quick. 0.0007. And the transaction submitted. And once this goes through, which the block speeds have been getting faster, I've been noticing. Seems like the validators are getting dialed right in. Boom, done. Sweet. Okay, right on. So now you can see not only is my PRT gone and my PLSX gone, but if I go to my wallet, boom, I got 10 mil PLSX, 907 PRT. Now what I could do with that is I could go to here and I could swap PRT for more PulseX if I wanted to. Hold on, sorry, a little scrambly here. Which would equal 1.3, almost 1.4 million, which is pretty cool. So you would do that in the case of the multiple wallets. So just to be clear with the multiple wallet strategy, this is how you would do it. You would have, if you just tuned in, what I did was I went to the pools. I had 10 million PulseX staked. I had some PRT earned. I harvested it, meaning I clicked the negative button. I subtracted everything out of here. I went over to trade. And now what I would do is I would take my PRT and I would convert it all to PulseX, right? Now there's two ways you could do this as well, right? So two ways. The first way is if you don't already have 10 million PulseX in your wallet, then you're gonna wanna just keep this in the wallet and do this here, right? But if you're going to send this to another wallet, you could exchange this, or you want to do another wallet for another stake. If there is a limit, then what you would do is you would exchange this PRT for PulseX. You'd get this amount, and then you'd go into your wallet, and you would press this button here, and you would transfer between your accounts. Okay? And all you're going to do is you're going to send the PulseX that is now in your, that you didn't want to send. So what you might want to do, just to make it easier to calculate, you go to earn, go to pools, put your money back in, go max. It's 10 million. Confirm it. Confirm. And let it do its thing. And it's in there, so now we just gotta wait for this side to, I think we're good. Beauty. So we got the 10 million's in there. So now that it's in there, now you go to your MetaMask and you go to send. I don't know why I had to scroll down to do that. We click send, transfer between my accounts, and you could send it wherever. Oh, okay, that's good to know. Huh. Damn, okay, thank you for telling me that. Okay, damn, that sucks. Okay, thanks for telling me, Craig. Hey, no problem. Thank you for simplifying all this. I'm glad you're understanding it. What's good, King? So thanks for coming and checking out the stream. And I'm learning that I got to figure out a way to do this. So I think to do that, I might actually have to share differently. I might have to just go to the actual screen here, which is this, which is a little bit of a bummer because I like the clean look of just this. But okay, so I'm gonna go over this one more time. Okay, so if you've harvested your PRT, and actually hold on, let me just stop for a second and ask, is everyone that's in the chat following right now, or do I need to back up a little bit just to make this make a little more sense? So everyone is understanding what I'm going through right now, why I'm saying what I'm saying. So just drop a comment if anything is confusing or if I haven't been clear enough for you, and we'll go back over it and work from the ground up, just so everything is clear as mud. Why won't you discuss the next one here? So as much as it's really cool to think about, what it could do, I also want to be more realistic and plan for it to happen, but don't expect it, because one thing is like, we have the mantra of don't expect profit from the work of others, right? So 10,000x it's always possible. It's not out of the question, especially with something that has the potential that PulseX has, but I would rather not, I just don't like the idea of price predictions, because price predictions are almost always wrong. And so why would I even, what I will say is I think it's going to do really well. And I think if you got into PulseX or Pulsechain or HEX, you should definitely you'll be laughing in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, and so on. So you're going to be so happy with your investment from everything I've seen so far. But to put a number on it is just doesn't really make sense to me. So let's just check in with the chats here. Cool. Sheila Mary, thanks for checking out the stream. Appreciate it. You're doing great. I appreciate that. Okay. Actually, hold on here. Sorry, guys. Sandy, please make a price prediction for PulseX. I hope you were there for that answer that I just gave to PulseX gains or by PulseX. But thank you for coming and checking out the stream. Again, guys, if you haven't, please like the stream. Smash that thumbs up button, like What's Good King's got going on there. Is there a compound button? There was at one point that might return, but actually, you know what? That might be if we take this out. Let's do. Okay, I'm gonna remove all of this real quick here. And I know you guys. Actually, you guys can probably see my MetaMask now. So let me just remove this, and we're gonna check something out. All right, so we're gonna pull all that out. It's out. Let's go back into stake. Let's do just a little bit here. Just do like 1.4 mil. And then we'll go to confirm. And let's search for that compound button and see if it's still there. Because I did see that at one point. So this transaction should go through. It's gone through. So we'll let that sit for a minute. Let's just harvest it and see what it says here. Let's go. So there isn't a compound button popping up anytime that I've seen. So what I'm expecting is that's going to be something that may be added in the future. But I do believe that was there. So there might be something like, what I would say is likely is if there is a limit, compounding, because the only way compounding would work would be, especially with APR, is to dump your PRT into the PulseX. So the PRT you're earning is constantly compounding, right? But if there's a limit, the compounding function doesn't really make sense. So it doesn't seem like it would be functional in here right now. So when that limit is off, if the limit has been removed, then more than likely that compound button can come back. But until then, it doesn't really make sense in my mind. So perfect, Roof Dog. Also Leonardo, thank you for checking out the stream. Appreciate you stopping by. We got Funding Jim in the house. Hey champ, great show. Enable your super chat when you have 4,000 hours viewed. I will be enabling that tomorrow, hopefully, because we actually just crossed that today. So thank you for stopping by, Funding Jim. I really appreciate it, and really appreciate everything you've been doing for the community as well. What's Gucci fam? Astro, thanks for checking out the stream. 50 watching, only 36 likes. Guys, how many are watching right now? We got 41 likes, 56 people in here. I think we can do a little bit more. Let's get to 50 likes. Only 50. Let's see what we can do about that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right. Hey, Gary. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly go through all our chats here. Let's get the likes up, guys. Crypto Bad, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for checking it out. Flat Earth Underground, what's up, my brother? Welcome. Miami in the house. All right, that like button is a compound button. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Easy. Welcome to the stream. 10,000x in 19 months. Hey, it's possible, man. It's possible. I'm not gonna say for sure if and when it's gonna do it or if it will for sure. But you know what? I think there's a good chance we'd see something like that within a time frame, plus or minus what that is. It seems like if it's gonna happen, it'd be likely around there. PulseX is a long-term hold, definitely. Because as the buy and burn function, actually, no, I'm gonna save that for a video. No, I'm not gonna talk about that. I'll wait for that. Let's just keep going here. Let's go. It looks like they took out. Yeah. So this is what I was saying. It looks like that's been taken out. So they may put that back in, but they'll put that compound button back in once the limit is taken off, if it is. So I've got a prediction from Anthony here. Let's check out what Anthony's saying. Predictions: Pulsechain launch after tax deadline, April 15th. Opening price PLS after the bridge, 0.00018, about 3x from 0.00006, where a lot of sacrifices got in. Right, that's because of that bonus multiplier. Interesting. We'll see. Because the 15th brings us, actually, hold on here. 12 days. Now we're a little. If that would have lined up with that, I would have been like, suspicious. But no, it doesn't, unfortunately. Let's see here. Perfect. What is mini whale? 600 million or billion? This is a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure what the whale category is going to be. Like if we go to the, I don't think there's a, oh yeah, there's a PLSX leaderboard. So let's go to PLSX lead. Let's just see that XYZ. And I'm just going to change my screen sharing here so we can go back to the main window of this one here, just to make it easier. So 29 million. All right, hold on, let's go. Oh, it's not going to say how many points. Interesting. Okay, so 29 million. I wonder if they got on like day one or something like that, or at the beginning. Oh, this is Pulse lead. One PulseX lead. Sorry, guys. PulseX lead. There we go. Please read. We know. I understand. All right. So the biggest, baddest wallet in here. It's got 1.1 billion. Almost 1.2. Oh, sorry, trillion. 1.2 trillion PLSX. That's a lot. That's a lot. And then we go down to 700 billion. So there's really, I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, this is obviously like, this is our God whale in PLSX. And then, I mean, how many people have over 100 billion? I mean, I'd say 100 billion is a whale because there's only 18. Anything over 100 billion. But that's just a single opinion. All right, cool. Let's come back to this other screen here. Let's go back to window and let's go to live. Check it out. Cool. And only 4 likes. I think we got more than 4 likes. Please tell me we got more than 4 likes. We got 62 watching, 53 likes. Thank you guys for the likes. Thanks for the love. Let's keep the love going. Let's keep learning. Let me go back here and just make sure I'm not missing anything. Hey, Jake, welcome to the stream. Is the 10 mil limit carrying over to mainnet? I think it's a to be determined thing. If it's there, I wonder if it is going to be something that can be chosen for a particular reward token. Like if it is, like if a third party wants their token to be the main reward, then I wonder if they also have a say on there's a limit. So if that is the case, it's important to know a strategy, which we're going to go over because I definitely said we're going to talk about that, and then I got distracted by chat. So I'm going to just finish up these last 2 comments here, make sure everyone is noticed and I've read everyone's comments, and then we're going to go back and check out the PLSX pool. Appreciate that, Easy. Thanks, my man. Doing my best. Roof Dog, thanks for always being so helpful, bro. Love the way you interact with your channel. Hey, I appreciate that, man. You guys are the reason why I do this, and I mean, I love helping out. I want to see everyone succeed, and I do think that this is going to be an incredibly successful opportunity for everyone. And as long as everyone knows what they're doing and people are in the know, everyone can win, you know, and that's what I want. So I'm super stoked that you all are loving this. A mini whale. Okay, one last one. Fine, we'll do one more, Butters. By the way, Butters, I haven't seen you here before, so welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for tuning in. How much is a mini whale? If a whale is over 100 billion, because that's our top 18, right? And I mean, okay, I'm not qualified for this, so this is speculation and me just going off the cuff here. Maybe a mini whale would be top 50? What do you guys think? Top 50 maybe? What's top 50? 33. You know, let's go 30 billion. Does that seem fair? 30 billion? Does anyone object to that? So 100 billion is a whale, 30 billion is a mini whale. And then from there, dolphins and sharks and jellyfish, oh my. Seems like everyone will win if they just hodl. Yeah, I think that's the name of the game. He who sits on his butt the longest wins. All right, okay, let's get back to PulseX real quick here and make sure everybody's learning. Let's go to that. Nope. Okay, PulseX. All right. Let's go disconnect. So, if I'm going to give you guys one opportunity here before I start. If you want to follow along with me, I have the link here. I will drop the link in the chat one more time, and you can go here. So this is the last comment. Go here, copy that link, and you can follow along with me on this app, and we can go through it together and make sure that you understand. And one thing actually I'm going to add here that I'd like to go over too is the bridge, because if you haven't messed with the bridge yet, you're not going to know how to get Ethereum tokens bridged over to Pulsechain. Okay, so that would be one thing I'd like to go over at some point during the stream too. If you haven't checked that out yet, please drop me a comment just to make sure that everyone wants to, what's it called? If you want to learn that, let me know, because I'd like to make sure that everyone, there's people wanting to know that, and that everyone in here isn't already killing it and ahead of everyone and has learned it. So let's just stop these comments real quick. You bring so much into Pulsechains, not like other culties. Very open-minded information. I appreciate that, Easy. I appreciate that. I'm trying to be. I think it's best to be objective in these situations and try to understand as much as possible at all times, you know? Keep up the great work, brother. Crypto Compassion, thank you so much, and thanks for coming by. Haven't seen you here before, so appreciate you stopping by. Hope you enjoyed the stream. 50K to 100K USD should be a mini whale, maybe? Okay, you know what, guys? We're going to pause this. We're going to go back. I could literally just sit here talking to you guys all night, but I also want to make sure that we're giving information out and that we're all, you know, we're learning. So let's go. So like I said, go to this link here. We're going to go into PulseX, and so once we're here, up at the top right, you're going to want to click connect your wallet. Now, you don't have to do this right now if you don't want to. If you want to think about it for a minute, you can totally do that. But this is where you would connect your wallet. And so once you're in here, you have these two options at the top, trade and earn. You want to click on pools. So we're going to go pools. And since this is testnet, there is only one pool at the moment. It is for staking and earning PRT, which PRT is not an actual, token. It is just a placeholder token for third-party tokens to be placed in these pools that PulseX holders can then stake in this pool and earn that reward token. So imagine there's a bunch of different tokens that you'll see here. Like you'll see one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. There might be one, there might be two, there might be 10. It depends, right? And there's probably going to be time limits on these as well. So they're going to fluctuate. And so you're going to want to make sure that when you're in here, you're looking at exactly what the APR is, what the token is, and doing the one that you want. So once you're in here, though, this is what we got to work with. So we're going to click on that, and because I'm not connected, which I'm going to do right now, nothing's going to show. You can see the total staked is 110 billion. So we're going to go MetaMask, and we're in here now. So we've only got 1.4 million. Let's bump this up to 10. So the max cap right now, just to say this one more time, is currently 10. And if that changes, which it might for mainnet, this is just a temporary thing, but that might be a mechanism that stays in testnet for future staking pools for PulseX. And I'm going to ask a side question here too. Does everyone understand how those tokens get chosen for pools? If anyone doesn't understand that, just drop a comment and I'll go over that to make sure that you understand that as well. Just because I don't want to get too sidetracked here and get people confused. I'll make sure there's a specific time that we can talk about that. Once this is in here though, so now you can see this is going to move up. So we put that in and already we've earned about 15, you earned a decent amount. So 15, yeah, see, look. Okay, you want to check something out here. So what I'm really excited about with PulseX, before we go on, I want to talk about this for a second, because so when you have X amount of PulseX and you can maybe fill a stake or fill up to the maximum what the stake number is, or you can create over time. So the cool thing about like whatever your bills are per month, let's say your bills are $3,500 per month, right? So we would divide that by 30. So how much would you have to earn a day? You have to earn $116 a day. How much would you have to earn per hour? So we go divide by 24 equals, you have to earn $4 That doesn't make sense. Divided by 30, divided by 24. Hold on. We're gonna go back. I shouldn't do math on stream, but we're doing it anyways. Divided by 24 is equal to 4.86. So then that's how much you got to earn per hour. And if you want to figure out per minute, divided by 60. So about 8 cents per minute is what you got to earn. And the cool thing about this is you can go to PulseX, and we've been doing this for we're talking about this topic for about 2 minutes, and you can see how much you earn. So you could literally see whether PulseX is giving you financial freedom for doing this. Think about that for a second. It's crazy. All you got to do is watch this and figure out exactly roughly how much you're making per minute. Like we've already made in 2 minutes $1.46. That means if my bills were $3,500 a month, I'd be laughing. And this may or may not be, it's probably going to be less than this for the payout, but you can have a goal of what you're earning per minute to make sure that your bills are permanently paid for. And you can choose to pay your bills, or you can choose to recompound by placing more PLSX in this pool to increase your gains even more. You know, like if you can pay your bills for a while and you're still working, or you got your other, whatever you're doing for your money right now, you can keep doing that and set yourself up for a goal. Let's say you want to earn $100 an hour, you know, for 24 hours a day, right? That's your goal, $2,400 a day, which would be nuts, right? But that's your goal. So then you would keep compounding, making more stakes until you finally got to that number, and then boom, you're good. And then you're also going to be making sure that because you're going to see price appreciation in PulseX. There's going to be volatility up and down, but you'll see price appreciation in PulseX, and you're also going to see potentially price appreciation in any reward tokens that you might be holding as well. So those gains might go up even higher too. So not to give you guys too much hopium, but it's a pretty cool thought. I mean, I've been thinking about it a lot, and this is one of the things I'm most excited for. But one of the things that we were talking about, and I'm going to go back and make sure I share my screen properly here so I can show you guys exactly how to send stuff from one wallet to another. So, okay, earlier I harvested some PRT and it went into my wallet, which you can see right here. So 909 PRT. So there's two scenarios that you would do here. So the first scenario, you've just harvested and you want to make your pile of PLS stake even bigger, right? So you go to trade, and then you go in here and you go to PRT, you click the balance, and it is going to show you how much PLSX you can buy. If you don't have enough in here to make 10 million or whatever the limit is, if there's a limit, if there's not, you can just keep doing this. But if there is a limit, you go back to trade, you buy with your PRT the amount of PulseX. You would take that once it's in your wallet, you go back to the pool, you click here, and you would click this plus button, and you would add that back to the pool. And this is going to pump up your bag quickly. Every time, like, we're gonna do a little experiment here. Okay, so every 5 minutes on the stream, if I can do this roughly, we're gonna do, let's take everything out here. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna see how quickly the rewards actually compound in here when we go from like, what was it? What would it be? 2.5 million. We'll add 2.5 million each time for 20 minutes as the stream goes on. We'll keep talking, but we'll check back in. So once that's out, let's add 25%. Okay, so it's 6:55 or 6:55 my time. So we'll confirm that, and we'll come back in. Actually, I'm gonna set the timer on my phone, and we'll see exactly how much more money we're getting. So start. Cool. Okay, so that's in there. We're gonna leave that alone. And let me just check back in the chat real quick here. Let's see here. Where was I? Went down to So Jake, yeah, I hope I just answered your question because you can do that. And as of right now, that is a strategy to keep in the back pocket. Because again, this is not for sure whether or not a limit will be in place. So when a limit is in place, if there is one on testnet, this strategy is going to be really nice because you could literally go to your wallet. And once it's in your wallet, you've extracted it, which we actually didn't get to. So sorry about that. If you have taken your PRT out, you swapped it for PLSX, and you got a big old bag sitting here that you want to restake in a pool that's empty, you would go click send. Let me just make sure this is actually, I think you guys can see my MetaMask, right? Let me just make sure real quick here. Yeah, cool. Okay, so yeah, once you're in MetaMask, what you would do is you would just click send, and then you're going to see transfer between my accounts. And how you get other accounts is the top right of your MetaMask here. You click create account. Now, one thing I want to say on this subject is if you're creating new accounts, you have to make sure that you are still being extra safe with both your wallets, because now if someone compromises is able to get into one wallet, there is the possibility for them to take both. So this has the same amount of security as one wallet, but it's just something to keep in mind and to know that like now you have, I guess it's the same thing as having all your funds in one wallet, just spread out now. So still guys, just be careful when you're clicking. Don't click on any weird links or weird emails or anything like that. And better yet, what I plan on doing is getting a computer specifically for all of this at some point here. So that way I don't have to worry about that. And if you can, it doesn't have to be a crazy expensive laptop or anything like that. It can be just something nice and simple, just to keep all your stuff in one place. Let me just check in with chat real quick here. Also at the 2 minute and 30-second mark. Okay, so 5 things. 5 things PulseX, the number one crypto use case. So PulseX Gains was saying 5 things that make PulseX the number one crypto founder. Yes. Use case, yes. Name, definitely. Logo, definitely. Tokenomics, definitely. I think it's going to be the short-term one to try to keep up with for everybody else. Let's keep going here. Hex, EHEX, Pulse, PulseX, and incentive coin. Yes, please. I agree. Those are going to be the that's the magic wallet right there, is holding those guys plus whatever reward token is. I mean, holding the reward token is just going to be incentive or basically able to put it back in with PulseX. So I agree. It's a great wallet. All right, let's keep going here. But it won't give me any coins. Am I missing something? It depends, because if you haven't, like, you know what? As long as everyone is on the same page that, as long as everyone's on the same page that they understand the PulseX staking pool that we just did, we're going to move on to the bridge here in a sec and just go over this, because there is a couple of things that you have to make sure you're doing. There's a faucet. You got to have some Ethereum on the Rinkeby testnet, which if you haven't heard of Rinkeby, it's totally fine. It's not a real network. It's just a testnet, but it's what your MetaMask wallet will say. And we'll go over that in a second here. That's right. So stoked in your how-to vids, dude. Keep them coming when this project goes live. I definitely will. When everything goes live, any strategies or news or new ideas or information I get, it will be coming online very quickly so that you guys are on the same page as I am. So thank you, man. I appreciate that. Justin, welcome to the stream. I don't think I've seen you in here before. Is there any info on what will happen with wallets that aren't Meta? I think what your question is, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Justin, is in regards to the copies, the ERC to PRC20 copies. If that is what you're asking, then you can use Trust Wallet, Ledger, Trezor, any non-custodial wallet, basically any wallet that isn't actually in a centralized exchange like in Binance or Coinbase or anything like that. As long as it's not there, then you will get all your PRC20 copies. So I hope that answers your question. If it doesn't, just clarify for me so I can answer it better for you. Let's keep going here. If I never got into Pulse Sacrifice, should I swap some PulseX for some PLS, like maybe a 50-50 bag? That's a really tough one. Let me lay out a scenario for you here, or something to think about. So I like PulseX. I think that they're just two different beasts. And if you don't have Pulse, I'm gonna put together a thing soon here where I actually can show some data that hopefully will clarify what like the buy pressure is on either side, because you're getting the burn from the Pulse side, but it's not buy pressure, it's just burning, right? It's 25% of fees. And I did try and look at like how many blocks there were earlier on the test net so far, what the average amount of pulse burn was, and try to do some math, but it's really hard to find the first block and try to go deep and figure all that out. So I wasn't able to get like a fair number to see exactly how much pulse was burned from PulseX. But here's the thing you got to keep in mind. Pulse is really cool, but the pulse rewards that you get, like if you go to the delegating site here, where you are, what is it here? Revenue share is 100%. Let's do this actually real quick. How much do we have in here? Let's do 21.35. Oh, I forgot about our stake too. Minimum 0.0001. So the minimum would be, I can't even do this. Damn. I'm like my guppy. I can't even play this game. All right. So it seems like, and I haven't done the numbers so far, but from little bits and pieces that I've seen, I don't know if you quite get the same kind of potential returns. But the thing is, this is all testnet, right? So it's really hard to say. So I almost want to wait to compare them into their gains. But what I will say is that, think about it like this. Staking in a pool, you are getting 100% of the, like, here's my issue with Pulse as far as gains go. When it comes to staking, if you're staking PulseX versus staking PLS with a validator, when you're staking PLS with a validator, you're getting a percentage of the rewards, right? For that block. But with PulseX, okay, let's back up a second. In the Pulse pool, if you stake 1% of the total pulse in that validator, right? In the validator pool, you get 1% of 50% or 60% or 40% or whatever the amount is that the revenue share is for the stakeholders or for the stakers, right? Versus in PulseX, the value you're contributing, you're getting 100% worth what that stake is being placed in as, right? So that's why I personally think that PulseX short term is going to kind of go bananas, and maybe it does a little bit less than I think it will, but I do think it's going to perform really well, just seeing how much buy pressure we've had in the last handful of days alone. So Pulse will do really, really well though. So what I would say as far as the swap goes is wait. If you're gonna unless you really know what you're doing as far as trading goes, like there's gonna be a lot of shenanigans happening in the beginning with like arbitrage bots because of the way the other liquidity pools are gonna be ratioed at with other tokens, or how much pulse is gonna be there versus how much pulse is gonna be in PulseX's exchange. So I mean, it's honestly, especially too, because the only other opportunity you're gonna have to potentially get trading before anyone else will be before the bridge, which I do not recommend because we don't know what the ratios are, and you might get absolutely wrecked on a ratio trade because there's no price. So it'll just be like 2 for 1 or 3 for 1 or 4 for 1, right? So I would say, you know what, if you really, really, really want Pulse, really think about what the payoff is sooner than later, because another thing to think about, I know I'm kind of rambling here, but one more thing to think about too is look at charts typically from launch. The chart goes like, wait, hold on, what should I do, guys? So it goes up, and then it kind of goes up, and then it goes down, right? Or sometimes it crashes down and then comes back up, or sometimes it goes slow like Ethereum did after its first like few weeks or month, I think it was. And so the best time to pick up Pulse might actually not be at the launch, you know? It might be a little further down the road. This is speculation, but people will want to take profits. Like not everyone is gonna hold for 2 years. Some people might get like a 5 or 10x and they put in 10 or 20 grand, right? And they're like, holy crap, this is the most money I've ever made in my life. And then they just like, they pull it all out and then they dump all that Pulse onto the market. And maybe there's a bunch of people that do it as well. And now you have an opportunity to get cheaper Pulse. You know, so really just think it through. I don't think there is a best strategy, but there's a lot of factors to consider. And you really need to be watching what's going on, not just like making a decision before you can see what's happening. Like the thing that's going to happen is here in the future, but you're making a decision based on something that hasn't happened yet, based on variables that can't be determined what they are until you get there, you know? So you want to wait and have a plan and have a bunch of plans for if you see something that points to a direction of a certain outcome, right? So that's what I would recommend doing. I'm really just thinking about exactly how you want to play it. Appreciate that, Easy. You're too kind, my friend. You're too kind. Good evening. Oh, hold on. Academiciated. There we go. I remembered it. Good evening, Academiciated. Welcome back to the stream. Wake Dog. Were you commenting earlier? Did I just not see you? If I didn't see you, welcome to the stream. Get a hardware wallet Trezor and use that to go through MetaMask. Yeah, that's the most secure way to do it for sure. That's definitely on my to-do list before PulseX and Pulsechain and all that stuff goes live, and I would definitely recommend looking into that. Additional addresses are derived from the same private key. I believe the term is hierarchical deterministic. I have to look that up. It's a big word. It's 2 big words. But I think, yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just, yeah, be careful with the clicking. That's the biggest thing. The wallet stuff isn't going to be too big of an issue, creating multiple accounts, but yeah, just be careful. Let's keep going here. Yeah, exactly. It's safest to keep stuff offline and not have a bunch of emails and stuff on it. You want to have something. And I am a culprit of not doing this. I know I haven't had the resources to be able to get this yet. But that is my plan. I've heard this from many, many very smart people who are way smarter than I am. So I am definitely going to do that. And I would recommend everyone look into it to see if that does make sense to you too. And if it does, I would recommend doing it as well. Let's keep going here. Airdrop pulses, load my Trezors. Let's see here. Gonna get 10 more TPLS today. So there is I'm gonna assume that you haven't checked out the faucet yet. So go to the faucet. Martha's gonna dock my wallet here. That doesn't, nice. So then you go here, receive 10 TPLS per request. You click request, boom. You get more TPLS. All right, cool. Let's go. Yeah, this is a good point. VPN's contributing to helps for security too. Definitely don't have that for myself. K4K actually, if you guys don't know who K4K is, he talked about a lot of interesting stuff on a video today, and I'm not super up to date on that, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But if you're interested in it, K4K Crypto, he did a video today talking about it. It is a sponsored video, but the information he gives on it is really interesting and it's worth listening to see if it makes sense to you. And while we're here, let's go back to the PulseX and see. So in 15 minutes, we earned $1. Now let's go max. Let's just stop, reset. Let's see how much we can earn in the next 15 minutes. Start. Boom. All right. Cool. Let me just make sure we're not missing too much here. When mainnet comes out, let's see. Yo, welcome to the stream, Team Go. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. If Pulsechain is successful, staking at 0 or low commission will probably be the best way to accumulate Pulse. Staking at 0% or low commission. Let's see here. PulseX has buy and burn, daily designed to wreck dumpers. Oh yeah, you don't want to dump your PulseX. That's a bad idea. Thanks for stopping by, Aldo. Appreciate you coming by. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure. And let's go. Guys, read this comment real quick. Keep it simple. Don't lose your seeds and use different offline machine for only meta, and do not connect to anything, but only keep your coins. That's all, and keep it offline. Good advice. I like that. Let's see. What am I missing here? I think I got everyone. Crypto Ethos. I'm not sure if I said hi to you yet, but thank you for checking it all out. I appreciate that. It means a lot. Thanks for coming by. And I haven't said it yet in a little while, but guys, if you haven't already, smash that like button. I wonder if we could get to 100 likes for this stream. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty damn cool. But let's keep going. Let's see. Hi from OZ. Oh man, Paul, welcome. Thanks for checking out the stream. All right, let me just catch. We just got a couple more comments here. Peace and good evening. All right, cool. All right, so now we're going to check out that bridge, and I'm going to try and give us another half hour on the stream, and then I'll probably have to cut this off. But we still got half an hour, so let's go do that. So let's do app. Where is it here? Bridge. Pulse ramp. I think you guys can see this, right? Yeah, you guys can. So I'm going to put this on full screen real quick here. Let's go to this guy. So now that we're here, so I've got, let's, not that one. Disconnect. Connect wallet. Why is it? Interesting. I want this one. Cool. Okay, so now that we're in here, let's go into the Rinkeby testnet. All right, so we're gonna go to Rinkeby, which is, do I have Rinkeby in here? Interesting. Let's go switch. So basically what I'm doing here, now I know you guys can see this, right? Yeah, you can, cool. So, oh God. So once you're in here, you get to click. So what I did there at the top, because right now we're on Pulsechain, right? And that's going to switch from Pulsechain to Rinkeby, which essentially what we're doing here, think of Rinkeby as just Ethereum. And actually, guys, if you want to check this out here, this is the link to the bridge. So you can go here and you can follow along with me, and we can do this together. So what you're going to want to do is, now when you're on this page, and what we're going to do is you can see this little button here, switch direction of bridge. We're going to click on that. Oh yeah, it's already pending, right? So what it's going to do is it's going to bring up this screen where it's going to say, allow this site to switch the network to Rinkeby test network. We go switch network. There's going to be nothing in here. So now let's go faucet, and I am going to, let's see here, Rinkeby faucet. Click on this. Okay, Rinkeby faucet. Where is it? Is it this one? Oh, I think that's this one. I've already clicked on this one. So this is, let's go to, and guys, this is the one that I found from K4K. So I know this one is good to go, which is just rinkbyfaucet.com. Send me ETH. So, and then we're going to go out of here. And then in our wallet, we should have 0.1. Cool. Now that we got 0.1, we're going to go back to this Pulsechain bridge. So I've already got 0.2 validating. Let's send a transaction. All right, so what's this doing here? I'm not sure what this is doing. Anyway, we're going to ignore that. I think that must have been from a previous transaction. Okay, so now what we can do here, see this middle thing, kind of like this button up here? This is the switch direction of the bridge. So what we're going to do, because we're coming from Ethereum to Pulsechain, we are going to send ETH to the Pulsechain network. And what's interesting is this is ETH, not just ETH. So it's Ethereum wrapped ETH, which don't ask me to go there because it's confusing as heck. And it's interesting, but let's go to what's the max here? 0.001, 0.009. So we're going to try to send this. So this is all you do, guys. You come in here, you type in the amount of ETH that you want or whatever. Like you can switch to any token. You can do PHEX, you can do PUSD. Don't matter. Come in here, type in the amount you want to do. And I don't know, let's see if there's a max. Please specify not more than 0.018. Okay. Let's go to 0.019. And we're going to do that. And click send to begin the transfer. So send 0.019 ETH from RinkB testnet and receive 0.018981 ETH on Pulsechain testnet. So we're going to send that. And it's going to come with a little transaction, and you're going to see that the fee is here. We're going to confirm that. And it's doing its thing. Send this 03 RinkB testnet block confirmation. So it's going to do its thing. It might take a minute. Click here to create a new bridge. We're not going to do that. We're just going to wait. Let me just check in with chat real quick while this is all going on. Let's just wait for the screen to go back. So we'll go to this, share. Just make sure that I'm missing anything here while that's going on. I might trade some hex for PulseX during the bridge. 1 hex for 1,000 pulse is ratio, I think, makes sense. Anything around that number. So that would mean hex is at 10 cents, and that's saying that pulse is around 0.0001 of a dollar is what that means, I believe. So yeah, I don't think you're going to get that trade, but maybe. We'll see. Hard to say. I can't imagine it's going to happen like that. I think pulse is going to go. I think the ratios are going to be whacked before the bridge. So I just really be careful. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, if you think that's the way to go, then absolutely. But I would just really assess the situation and see how likely that is and plan for the best and for the worst as well. Curious to see what an RH wallet will look like, security use cases. Yeah, I will be very curious. I am hoping that comes out before the end of the year, but maybe that's just, maybe my expectations are too high. I shouldn't have expectations from the work of others. I'm so sorry, you're right. I can't remember who I was watching on YouTube, but I remember, actually TX is confidential. I don't think I've seen you in here as well. Thanks for checking the stream out, and Mike James as well. Thanks for coming by. Sorry, I'm losing track of who I haven't seen in here already. So I can't remember who I was watching on YouTube, but I remember them saying when PLSX hits its moonshot, it would be like winning the lottery. So prepare yourself for that. I wonder whose video that was. Maybe you watched you seen the hedonic effect, the 10,000x. It's an interesting one you should watch. If you like that one, you should also watch the one I posted. It's the 10,000, the hedonic 10,000x hedonic effect from Pulsechain Hex and PulseX. It's kind of more prepare yourself. Actually, yeah, it's similar to what you're saying here, but a little more in depth. So you might like that video. Just definitely go check it out. Okay, this last one I'm going to read, and then I'm going to come back in a second. We're going to finish up the bridge. This fork is a first one-of-a-kind event in crypto, impossible to predict. Love it. So BA, and I don't know what BA means. I'm so sorry. But yes, it is the first of its kind in crypto. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be plan for everything. Have a plan. Have so many plans and know them really well. So when you see anything happening, you can actually act on that. So now if we switch to Pulsechain, we're going to go back to the bridge. Oh, yeah, you guys can't see this. Let me switch the screen here to the main window. And so now that we're back, we're going to go to, oh, that's why. Oh, I need some water. Nice. All right. And now we're going to import the token. So this is the big thing I want you guys to see here too. So you won't see this balance in your wallet unless you import the token here. Okay? You have to send it and then import it. If you don't import it, you won't see it in your wallet. So I'll show you again here. It's not in here. PRT's in there, the TPLS is in there, but no ETH, no wrapped ETH. So we come in here, we press import token right there, add token, boomity boom, boom, boom. And then claim. This is, I think this is a different transaction, but I'm still gonna just do it. Finish this off. I have OCD like that. If things haven't gotten done, I have to click it. So that is more or less how you do the bridge. Now that we've gone through that, let's go back to the PulseX. Actually, here, let's check this out. So now that we're in here, I'm gonna switch back to PulseX. Okay, so now guys, check this out. Once you've bridged something over, you can manage tokens. We're gonna go to tokens and we can go into the wallet and go to, and I think we go, where is it here? View asset, oh shit, hold on. Shoot. Where is it? I have to go into here. And in MetaMask, you have to go to here, click ETH. You click the little three dots and you go to token details. And then you can click this little click to copy to clipboard, copy that. And you come down to this Pulse exchange, the PulseX exchange. You click manage tokens, go to the tokens, and then you just go Command V, or you can right click and paste. And then it'll be ETH via the Pulse bridge, tells you where you got it. And anyone created a PRC token on Pulsechain with any name, including creating fake versions of existing tokens and tokens that claim to represent projects that do not have a token. If you purchase an arbitrary token, you may be unable to sell it back. Read this, know it, and just make sure that what you're doing is actually from a real coin, which we are doing. So now that I have that, I can theoretically trade. So this was 13 bucks. Cool. We got like $130 worth of ETH for that. Damn, it's cool. Okay, sweet. So I hope you guys have followed that. I'm gonna check in with chat and make sure everyone's good. Appreciate that. I'm glad. Okay, glad you're following along. If anyone else is got questions or doesn't know exactly what we're talking about here, when it's a little more clarification, let me know. I think I'm seeing that we're good. What are the odds of another testnet? I mean, probably pretty good. I would not doubt if we saw a testnet v3. I mean, I think that's in the roadmap. So I don't, if there is testnet v3, I can't imagine it's going to take a long time, you know, but it's definitely going to, in my mind, happen. So I would definitely think there's another testnet coming. I mean, I like surprises. I like things happening that is unexpected, but we'll see. I don't know. I don't know yet. All right, guys. So let me just check back in. How many likes and how are we doing with? Oh God. Oh God. Let's see. What do we got here? We got 71 likes, 79 likes. What are the odds we can get to 80? One more like. Let's get to 80 likes, guys. Everyone smash that like button if you haven't. And if you haven't subscribed and you like these live streams, I will be doing them. So my plan for now for these live streams is to do a stream for sure on both days of the weekend. The scheduling, I'm not so sure yet on how I want to do it. I've kind of got to balance my schedule and just see kind of what works for me. But I'd like to have a schedule where I do 2 streams during the weekend and I do maybe a few streams during the week as well as videos. So I will be updating that and trying to get as consistent as I can. So guys, if you are enjoying the content and you want to see more of it, I'd love for you to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And also thank you, because we're at like 1,700 subscribers or something right now, I think it is. Like if we go like this, it's just insane. Like where is it here? 1,721 subscribers. I love you guys, man. You guys are great. It's so cool how receptive you guys are and how much fun it is to work with you guys and how much I learned too. So thank you guys. It's so much fun. All right, let's just see a comment here. So let's go with that bad boy. Let's just switch a minute for the long term. However, I would love to make more quickly. I didn't get in the sack on Pulse. What if we just buy immediately after the bridge and apply it to the haunted strategy? That's one thing I keep hearing about, but I need to look it up. And I don't want to bring it on the stream just in case it's not something I'm a fan of. So let me vet that and see what other people are saying about it. And I will get back to you on that very soon, Crypto Ethos. Let's see here. Here's a good question. What's everyone think of Hedron? What's everyone's opinions on Hedron? And what is your, like, have you planned, like, if you are still thinking of buying an ERC20 or you're still trying to play the bridge, have you considered how Hedron, you not only get Hedron, if you're staking HEX, right? If you buy HEX and stake it, simply by buying and staking, you are, okay, hold on, back up for a sec here. By simply buying HEX, you have the option to get 3 extra coins for free. And in one of them, you're doubling them. And in the second, so you get a doubling of HEX, and then based on how many T-shares you've staked, right, you get paid in what's called B shares. So if 1 trillion shares is a T-share, then 1 billion shares is 1/1000th or 1,000. Basically, if you have 1 T-share, right, it equals 1,000 B shares, because a billion's 1,000 times less, right? So that means if you have 1 T-share staked for X amount of days and you're getting paid at 1 T-share, you get 1,000 Hedron, because it's 1,000 B shares. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. You get 1,000 Hedron per day. So now let's back up here and make sure everyone's following. You get HEX on 1 chain, right? That means you get HEX on 2 chains, and then you get the option to buy or to get free Hedron, right, on the first chain. And that means you also get free Hedron on Pulsechain as well. So you bought 1, you got 3, right? You got 3 things for free. It's pretty sweet. So Hedron's pretty cool. The only thing that I have been thinking about with Hedron is, because you're not staking in, I mean, here's the thing. If you want to do the HSI, which is a Hedron staking instance. So if you're staking within Hedron, and I don't know if everyone in here knows how Hedron works. I'd love to go over it if you guys want me to. But essentially, Hedron allows you to stake HEX through Hedron, and it doesn't. It allows you to move your stakes around. Essentially, sell your stakes, take loans out on them. There's all sorts of stuff you can do. So, oh, wrong one. My bad. My bad. I'm trying to go to this one here, the PulseX exchange, and where was I with that? Right. So But just something to consider is if you're going to stake through Hedron, you might want to consider having another wallet that you are staking in. Just because it's such a new protocol, like Alex, the domain developer for Hedron, he seems like he really knows what he's doing, and there's a lot of people who are very prominent in the community that are talking very well about him or speaking very highly and what he's doing. But it is still a new protocol, and it is a little bit of not a risk, but it's an increase in risk from just staking with Hex. So just keep that in mind, and just think about that before you fully commit to an HSI. If you're okay with, like, if you have multiple wallets and you have multiple stakes in different wallets, if one stake gets hacked, the rest aren't. Versus if you have a bunch of Hedron stakes in your in one wallet and you do get hacked, then bye money and all of it, right? So just consider that. At this point, obviously, we have no reason to believe there is more risk than with Hex, but there is an increase just because it's another protocol, it's another layer that you're utilizing and clicking on and engaging with a wallet with your funds in it. So just consider that before you get into Hedron or if you do an HSI. Easy, my man, you're way too kind. I try my best. I like to just get to the point here. Just try to give information and not waste your guys' time. You know, everyone's time is valuable. So let's keep it going. Got free from stake Hex, exactly. That's how it's done. It's pretty cool. And something to think about that's interesting is we're starting to see, I'm not going to talk about the names, but I have been seeing names of other protocols that want to give either airdrops or they're building on top of Hex. And so I think that we may see in the future, if you buy Hex, opportunities that may come to get alternative income from your stakes without messing with your stake. You know, just something to consider. And it's pretty cool. We might see a lot of that in the future. Maybe it comes to PulseX, maybe it goes to Pulsechain. It's just a great space to be in, to be honest. But the funny thing is, let's see here. Awesome. All right. Sweet. Okay, guys, we're at 50 viewers. We're an hour and a half in. How are we doing? Anyone have any questions? We went to the bridge. We went through PulseX's exchange. We talked a little bit about the validators and how that works. Does anyone have any questions about the validating? Does anyone have any questions about Hex? Any more questions about PulseX? We'll probably go on for another like 13 minutes here. I'm going to cut the stream at 7:45. We'll go till. So if you guys have anything else, drop it in the chat. If not, let's see here. What at least we got? That's not the right one. 82, 87. Perfect. All right. Well, you know what? Not hearing too much from everyone in the chat. You're doing terrific. Thank you, Sheila. I appreciate that. Okay, there we go. We got a token here. Sweet. I know I kind of have to wait because the chat is so delayed versus when my voice gets to you guys. So if there's ever that silence, then that's what I'm waiting on. And let's go back to this guy here. Let's click on Roger Moses. What are your plans with the third-party tokens? Buy Hex, PLSX? Well, so my personal plan is at this point, I'm going to be using that PRT token. Now, depending on how PulseX plays with the staking pools, I plan to use the PRT token to accumulate, and there's a caveat to what I'm about to say too, as much PulseX as possible, because I really like the idea of not only PulseX having some serious tokenomics to increase in price, but I can earn passive income on it hourly, by the minute, whatever I want. And I don't have to wait. There's no time lock. Because even with Pulsechain, there's a 24-hour time lock if you lock your Hex up with a validator in a pool, right? On Hex, you're locked until the end. Even if you go with Hedron, like you're not getting, like how much money you're able to extract out of Hedron per T share is not like, it's not stupidly high by any stretch of the imagination. And you have to stake so much hex. Since hex is like so far along, you can't accumulate enough to really benefit from the Hedron like some of the whales are, obviously, you know? So that's my plan, is to get myself to a point where like I don't have to worry about money. I have my passive income that takes care of all my bills and then some. So, you know, I have like a little extra just to like slowly build up and eventually like reinvest every once in a while. And then once it gets to a point where I'm good at that front, I'll probably start piling into hex at that point and stacking up for 15-year, 10-year, between 10 and 15-year stakes. Because the more I look into it, the more I have looked into it over the past number of months, the more I'm realizing that it just doesn't make sense to do shorter stakes. And with the price performance of what Pulse or PulseX is going to be able to do, it just makes sense to use Pulse and Pulsechain, PulseX and Pulsechain as the between 1 and 5 to 10 year income, as well as like maybe like, you know, starting a business or something like that. Keeping yourself on track and trying to earn money within that time frame, but giving yourself like 10 to 15 years to earn the total rewards off of hex. Because I think that's when we're going to see everything just pop in hex. Is by then it's going to be berserk, right? So, but I could be wrong. I've also thought about doing longer stakes on Ethereum and a little shorter on Pulsechain, but like I did in that video, I'm just playing with a lot of ideas right now. I'm not 100% certain, but that's kind of what I'm thinking so far. Let's go here. I don't know for sure yet. I'm gonna look into that. Let me write that down, because I want to look into that and see if we can figure that out the next couple of days here. Let's see, stablecoins pledged to Pulsechain. Stablecoins pledged to Pulsechain. I think from what I heard from Richard, it's going to be just bridged over stablecoins, but I'm not certain yet how it's really going to work other than that. That's all I've heard for now. Okay, Tank Crypto, welcome. Haven't seen you in here yet. Thanks for checking out the stream. Do you have to have had hex stake at a certain date to get, I'm assuming, the airdrop? Either the airdrop or Hedron. Tank, can you clarify? Actually, no, I'll just answer both. If you have hex staked before the snapshot or before Pulsechain goes live, depending on if the snapshot happens before mainnet happens or if they happen simultaneously, whatever you have before that snapshot, whether liquid hex, meaning non-staked hex, or staked hex, you're going to get that, including the yield that you get or the yield you're accruing in your stake, right? Like, let's say you staked for a few years and you've got like, you staked 10,000 Pulse and you've got like 500 Pulse so far that, or sorry, not Pulse, hex, that you have generated in yield, but you'll get at the end of that, at that stake, you will actually get that yield. You get the 10,000 hex on Pulsechain, and you'll get the copy of how much you've earned in yield. So that you get like 500 in yield that's already generated, right? To the exact day and moment that your stake has already matured to so far. So I hope that actually answers your question. On the ledger, will I be able to use my Ethereum, or will I need to add PLS token to the ledger somehow? At this point, let me just see, because I do have, the screen's gonna be standing still for a sec here, guys. I'm gonna open Ledger real quick on my computer, and I'm just gonna see if there's a place to put in a, whatchamacallit, one of these, network, a new network. Because what might happen is a Ledger may have to update its a firmware. I'm not really sure how that would work on their end. They might have to do some kind of update or something. So if there is a way for them to do that and we have to wait for that, we may be at their mercy. But I wouldn't be surprised if we could actually go in and just change a network setting on our own. They may just need to update the servers or something on the app. So yeah, because even just coming in here, let's see, settings. And I know you guys can't see this, so I'm sorry, but I don't want to put my actual wallet up on screen. So accounts, Let's see. Add account. Choose crypto assets. I wonder. I'm gonna have to look into that for you, my friend. Let me write that one down too, because I know that you can sacrifice some Ledger, and Richard Hart had said that Ledger was good to go. So there must be just some setting that either needs to get updated by Ledger, which I'm sure they're well aware that Pulsechain is coming. I can't imagine that they're not at this point. It wouldn't make any sense. So we'll look into that though. We'll try and figure that one out. Let's see. Thanks for the stream. Look forward to more on launch. Hey, I appreciate that, Jake. Thank you for coming by. You're a smart man too. You got some good insights. Look forward to you coming back. I started in December staking Hex. Oh yeah, this is Roger's comment. Nice, same here. Okay, I think that was talking about our game plan. Right. Okay. Yeah, we're on the same page there then. We're gonna go here. I heard K4K Crypto say he doesn't think the 10 million staking limit per wallet for PulseX will be implemented on mainnet. Sounds like I think it will be. I'm not certain it's going to be. What my biggest thing is it's good to have a plan in case it does happen. That's all I'm saying with that. I'm not saying for sure that it's going to happen. I think there's a possibility that certain pools could have it, and that's a workaround. You know, it's better to have more plans for different situations than to just go and be like, oh, I'm stuck, I can't do it, right? All of a sudden you have this wall in front of you that you can't climb over because you haven't thought about it. And meanwhile, somebody else they're making the mad gains because they've got 10 wallets going and they got 100 million PulseX that they've earned because they're able to stack it, right? And you're stuck with 10 million. You know, I'd just rather be over-prepared than under-prepared in a situation like this. All right, Roof Dog, you heading out. Thanks for everything. I gotta head to bed, getting late here in the Great Lakes states. Working the AM. Night, y'all. Look forward to your next video. Cheers, buddy. Hope you have a good night. We'll see you in the next stream. Take care of yourself. All right, cool. Tank Crypto says that answers the question. Perfect. I got both. Okay, awesome. Let's see. Imagine somebody with 1 billion PulseX trying to stake. He'd need hundreds of wallets. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's gonna be a lot. Like, that's the thing. Like, I could see it being like, if you really wanted to make money, sure, you could definitely do that and get it done. And like, I mean, it might be worth it, but I mean, I think there's going to be maybe either a combination or very few limits on the stakes, but it could be a preventative mechanism, just making it harder for people to get that, like doubling down on what you own on PulseX, or just, you know, having multiple pool stakes. You would need hundreds of wallets though. Yeah. Well, yeah, you'd need 100 wallets. It'd be nuts. It'd be stupid, you know? So it'd be really inconvenient. If I had 100 billion PulseX, which I do not, I wouldn't. I mean, 100 wallets is a lot, man. It's a lot. Apparently, easy as a whale. All right, awesome. Okay, guys, we're gonna wind down the stream here. A couple minutes left. Any final questions here before we hop off the stream? If you got them, drop them in the chat. We'll try to get one or two more done before we gotta hop off here. Oh God. Let's see here. I'm going to promote your notifications on my Hex promotions. I'm not in the space for money. I'm in it to pump our bags. That makes two of us, my friend. We got to be able to support ourselves, you know, and be able to do that. But still, I agree. It's more about pumping our bags, because the sooner our bags get pumped, the more that we don't have to rely on making money elsewhere, you know? Oh, geez. Everything's getting messed up on my end. Awesome. Well, I appreciate that, though, Tank Crypto. Thank you so much for that, and thank you so much for being here tonight. How many for 500 million? Well, you need 50 wallets at 10 million wallets to make, or 10 million per wallet. 50 wallets. I mean, that's a little more manageable, but geez, not for me. I mean, I probably would do it, honestly. I think I would do it. All right, all right, all right. 50, let's see, it's just a couple more. If you generate new address in the same MetaMask and need to reinstall your MetaMask, does your Trezor will remember all the generated addresses? You know who I'm going to refer you to? Because I'm not going to consider myself a specialist, and I don't want to tell you something that I don't 100% know, especially in this case what's to do with your security. Look up Papa B. His name is actually Papa Boner, but it's Papa, and then I'm going to put his, actually, you know, I'll get his YouTube channel up here and make sure that I'll leave it in the chat, because he is awesome with security. He's a little hardcore, but it's, I mean, if you've potentially got a lot of money sitting in a wallet, then I would highly recommend listening to him. Let's go to, oh, jeez. Let's go to this guy, Papa. I think he's on, I think it's this one here. He's hard to find on YouTube. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop, is it this one? Yeah, I'll go to this one, episode 1, okay. So I'm gonna drop this link here in the chat and check, so this is the guy, if you can find him as Papa B, check him out, watch a lot of stuff, he's a very smart dude, knows exactly what he's talking about, it's pretty impressive. Definitely check him out for your crypto stuff. If I do get answers to that, I don't want to mess with security. I don't know enough about it yet. I'm not willing to talk about it. It's too risky on my part. I don't want to get you wrecked. The point of this channel is to not get people wrecked, not to wreck people. Easy, my man. He's too kind. I hope so. Man, if this blows up, oh my God. We're going to get everyone on this train. We're taking everyone with us. We're going to the moon and everyone wins. Well, okay, so individual wallets. So to be clear, your wallets are like individual instances of MetaMask, but your accounts are going to be within that one wallet, if you will. So if you have more than one wallet on your computer, that's not a good thing, because you're going to have to type in your seed phrases to enter in a new wallet every time. And from my understanding, every time you type in a seed phrase into a computer, you are compromising your wallet potentially. And that link that I left for Papa B, he's one of the guys who's been preaching that and making people, you know, switch wallets after that happens, or making sure they don't do that in the first place. All right, guys, I'm just going to check to see if there's any last couple questions here before we peace out for the night. And actually, I'm going to answer this. So I don't have any Hex merch. I do kind of have some Hex merch on cryptographics.com. But the one thing, like, that stuff's not, it's cool. If you like it, sweet. I mean, it is cool stuff. The quality is not quite up to par. Like the hoodie. So this hoodie is the one that you can get. It's just got cryptographics on it. But the stuff that I really want you guys to see, where is it? You guys want to see a sneak preview before I get off the stream of a Hex soccer jersey? And drop a 1 in the chat if you want to see a sneak peek at some unreleased merch. Now let's go with, yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be super interesting. I think I will too. Sorry, I'm getting a bunch of comments here real quick here. Let's go to the bottom. Yes, okay, sweet. I'm just gonna read a couple of these. Heinz Crypto, thanks for showing up. It's at the end of the stream here, so we're about to wrap up in a sec. If you've been here the whole time, thank you so much for coming. And thank you for subscribing. It's amazing, amazing, amazing. You know what's funny? Joe Satriani is actually one of my all-time favorites. He was the guy that like inspired me to play the guitar. What was it? Satch Boogie. Easy. If you play guitar, you know Satch Boogie, or what is it? Oh man, Surfing with the Alien, Back to Shalabal, Always with Me, Always with You. So many good songs from Joe. This is like a John Petrucci signature. It's a 7-string, but it's not a 6-string. So I like to play a little bit chonkier metal. But okay, I'm gonna pause for a second here. I'm going to turn off the camera real quick and just leave the screen on. I'm gonna be back in like 30 seconds. For all of you that want to see this shirt, stick around because I'm gonna be back in like 20, 30 seconds. All right, you guys ready? Check this out. So it's a soccer jersey, and here's the front of it. Got the little, it's kind of like the triangles that work into hexagons on here. So that's the front of it. And on the back, we're gonna have big old hex.com. And it's actually really nice material. It's like authentic jersey material. It's a real soccer jersey. It's pretty cool. And this was actually the direction that I originally planned. Like I had a business idea for like t-shirts and stuff, which is where the graphics part of the cryptographics name came from. Because what I'm doing now evolved. Like I originally started cryptographics as a sportswear for Hex and Pulsechain and PulseX and crypto in general, which I have a couple other things I'll show you guys in the future stream. But so I really like to take sportswear and integrate it onto with crypto, and that's the plan. I've been thinking about that tank. I've been trying to figure out how to do it properly. The only problem with these jerseys and ordering everything is I either need to have the money on hand and order it before, but the problem is sizing is going to be difficult to do beforehand. So I almost have to do a pre-order to do it. Or if I don't do a pre-order, the tricky thing is I have to order it. It takes 3 weeks for the shirts to come to me, and then I have to ship them. So for you guys to get them, depending on where you are, it would be like 4 or five plus weeks, which I mean, that kind of sucks in my mind. I hate the idea of making people wait that long. Which I mean, if we did a pre-order, the moment an order came in, which I would do a cap on, that money would get sent to pay for the jerseys, and then they could come in. The pre-order would end like 2-3 weeks later. I'd get them in, ship them out. It'd be like it'd feel like a faster process. But I'm still figuring that out. There's some hockey jerseys going to be in the works. If you guys are into hockey jerseys, I was thinking about doing baseball jerseys. We'll see here. I got some cool stuff lined up for the future that I want to get into. 90 likes. Are we really at 90 likes? Let's go. Nice. Awesome. Okay. Let me just read a couple of these comments, and then guys, I am going to cut off the stream for tonight. I've had so much fun. I'm loving hanging out with you guys. Joe is the best. Joe is awesome. Thanks for popping by, Heinz. Thanks for popping by. I hope to see you soon. Sheila, thank you guys so much for popping by. Tank Crypto, I hope I answered your question. Oh yeah, you said do you order 2x, 3x? You can always make that happen. There's a wide list of sizes, different fits. There's a bunch of different ways. Yeah, whatever size you need, we can make work. Absolutely. And where is it here? Easy, you said something. I have a few Gym PulseX and Pulsechain hoodies. Yeah, those are sick. The thing that I struggle with is making sure the quality, like I had to wait like a month for this to come in. It takes a little time, but this is a super nice hoodie. It's super comfortable. I went through like 3 different hoodies, and it's cheaper on the site too. So let's see here. All right, guys. Oh, I like this comment. Let's have a Hex meetup. I'll set up a screen print for us and we can burn through the weekend. I like it. Sick. All right, guys. Okay. planned, done. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope you guys learned something. And if you did, you could share it if you wanted to. If you don't, no problem. I hope you liked the video. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.